I hate to cut that song off. I love that song. A little tugboat. All right, so welcome everyone to Wednesday night, the play along. We are going to get right to it because we have a lot of stuff. And a few minutes ago, Victoria sent me a text and she said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all this stuff in 20 minutes. I'm like, you can take as long as you want. They would rather see Victoria than they would me. So with that said, if you follow ukulele at all, you likely know who Victoria Vox is. We were lucky, fortunate to have her on once before, and she has agreed to come back on. So she is a singer. She is a songwriter. She performs all over the world and is ridiculously famous for her mouth trumpet. If you don't know what that is, there might be an explanation. So with that, let me welcome Victoria Vox. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. And again, thank you. I know you were busy, and I just really appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone who is tuning in really is looking forward to this.
Well, let me tell you, I am so busy being busy at home. Going nowhere.
Well, I'm sure you're still doing things. You're teaching, you're writing, you're doing a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, we're on a road to nowhere. That's a good one.
You're just not traveling right now. Hey, we got 2 vaccines coming.
There's like a I don't know, a thing going around on the internet. It was back when the shutdowns first started, but it was kind of like we got a DUI at the intersection of the kitchen and the hallway or something.
Well, welcome. We had a promo for you, and you had promoted that you were going to do some rhythm and melody and a couple songs. So, don't know if you want to introduce that, or I'll just turn things over to you. It is your show.
Oh, lucky me.
I know. I know.
Well, thank you all for tuning in. Greg, thank you so much for having me, for spinning a couple of my tunes before the show, before this online Uke Jam / tutorial. I think it's really cool that you do this, and thank you for inviting me on to share some of my music and teach you how to play it, and then we can play it together. So I'd like to start first with a song called Remember the Music, and it's a tune about growing old and forgetful. There it is. And so I wrote this one with my friend Ernie Halter. You can also check him out on Facebook and Instagram. And so I also sent you the actual music, right? Do you have that on there, Greg?
Do I? Is that in the...
That's harmony.
Not, you mean other
so there
than
were there were 2 files in each email.
Oh.
But that's okay.
I only saw one. Technical error. Will this be okay though? Okay. Or should I try to get it?
Yeah, it's if you can grab it, that'd be great. But we can start here.
Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna take you back to full screen.
Okay.
And you can talk for a moment while I zip around and grab that email.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just basically want to show you. So basically for today, because I know a lot of you ukers out there use what a 9-year-old student of mine coined as chords, which is chords and words. And it's what, when we look up for chords on Ultimate Guitar or on Uke Buddy or wherever on the internet, how to play whatever song, it just, it has the lyrics and then a bunch of chords up top, but you have no idea what the time signature is, how many beats are in the measure, what the melody is, how long you hold it for. So it's I have songbooks for my original music, and I actually had to put these 2 songs into chords just for today. So this is what Remember the Music looks like. And so it has suggested chord diagrams. Of course, with any music, you don't have to play the open G chord. You could play a closed G if you like. You can move the diminished around. You can play A minor multiple different ways, however you like. So these are just suggestions, but then you have and you can scroll here, the melody, the rhythm. You can see it's in 4/4 time. It's in the key of G. So the music actually gives a lot of information. So now we're going to take that over to the chords. And so basically the way that I like to do this, and I know we talked about this the last time I was on, so there's a line. You're going to see a line before each chord change. So it's like a line and then a G and then a line, G sharp diminished, a line, A minor, line, D7. Those lines indicate measure breaks. So if it's in 4/4 time, the space between that measure will get 4 beats. So let's just play through. So, and I also have the 4 lyric lines because we don't need to put the same chords if they're the same every time. So I kind of condense it by placing the chord above the lyric chunk, and that you would sing it 4 times through for the 4 lines. So it's all just the same of G, G sharp diminished, A minor, and D7. So you can play it regular G here, and we're just basically going to play kind of a jazz flair just on the beat. If you can left hand mute, that'd be great. That's on the G, so regular G chord. Now, the problem with left hand muting with an open G chord is you're still going to have your low G string ringing out. So either you'll either maybe touch it lightly with my thumb on top and then pulse my chord here, or you can also try to only kind of come in and strum the bottom 3 strings, so you're staying away from the G string entirely. Or you can bar the chord, and then you don't have to worry about any of that, and you can just play all the strings, and you just have that pulsing, kind of like, as James Hill says, squeezing an orange. So when you want the juice, just give it a little squeeze and strum at the same time. If you hold it, it'll play longer. If you let go, and you don't want to let go, like let go. It's hold on loosely, but don't let go. Okay, so we've got G for 4, and then G diminished. Now with the G diminished, with any diminished shape, it's all the same shape. You just have to hit one of those notes in there. Has to be a G sharp, and so then we're going to get our G sharp off of this note here from the G to G sharp. So that will satisfy our G sharp diminished. And then we have A minor, which kind of gives us a cool walk up from the G, G sharp to A, and then D7. Let's do that again. Back to G. And you can add a little down, up, down, and you can change up the rhythm a little bit. And I give myself a little bit of a chunk on the 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1. So I'm giving myself a little backbeat. 2 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, and. All right, so that's our verse, and then we get to the it's like a B section, or it's kind of like a B section or a pre-chorus. Always a thread of melody in my head. So here you might be looking at these chords and being like, oh man, that doesn't look fun or easy. And rest assured it is. It's a minor line cliche. And so we're going to start with E minor. Now, if you like to play the easy version of E minor, that's totally cool and works all the same. If you are full barring it, like closed form, you play the E minor, then the E minor major 7 means we need to have that D sharp in there. So my middle finger is going to bar the middle 2 strings. And then on the E minor 7, it's going to look more like a G bar, but it's the same. And then we go to A7. Now the point of this is that we're getting this walk down feel, minor line cliche. So we want these notes of, and I put them in italics on the right. So it says E minor, then E minor over D sharp, then E minor over D, and then A over C sharp. And so that gets us through that change. So let's just, and then it kind of goes back into the, we got the D7, G sharp diminished, and D7, and then we're back to kind of the intro rhythm chords. All right, so let's just take it from the B section, the E minor. 1, 2, 3. Always a thread of melody in my head. Oh, with all the things I forget, I remember the music. And then we're back to the top. Now, as I said, if you want to play the open E shape, that's totally doable. So all you're going to do is play your E minor, and then you're going to slide you're going to have to kind of switch the shaping of your middle and third finger. So it's kind of like a D minor shape, but on the wrong strings completely. There. And then you could play a E minor 7 open, which also looks like a G6. And then you'd have your A7, and you still have that walk down from, I'm sorry. So you still get that movement on that C string, either way you play it. And then I think that's about it. So I do play around a little bit on the bridge, the little B section, the always a thread of melody in my head. Oh, with all the things I forget. So I add a little embellishment there, and all I'm doing is playing G sharp diminished at the 1st fret, and then I move it to G sharp diminished at the 4th fret. And if you know about the G sharp, any of the diminished chords, it just repeats every 3 frets, and it's all the same chord, just in different inversions. So we kind of play with the G sharp diminished there, pass through the 4th fret, back to D7, and the music. And after where it says on the second to last chunk of lyrics is at the bridge, it says, when I hear that song, I start singing along, the love that we share. And then it says slower, it ain't going no. And then D7, drama. I'm calling for some drama here. So you're gonna play D7 open, D7 2nd bar, C7 shape, and then D7 5th fret bar, A7 shape. And then we're back to the last chorus. All right, let's do it. Everyone good? Oh, I know you want us to show you mouth trumpet, Bob Grant. I see your comment there. Good. Yeah, there is mouth trumpet in this song, so lucky you all. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, and so we'll just vamp on those first 4 chords from the top. And G sharp diminished, A minor, D7. I don't recall where I left my keys, my hat, I could swear it was here. I write myself notes, I find myself losing them. Clearly my memory's not clear. I tie a string around my finger, but I can't remember what for. Did I turn off the stove or leave on the iron? Did I even lock the front door? But there's always a thread of melody in my head. Oh, with all the things I forget, I remember the music. I see it now, the band was playing. I held you close in my arms. We swayed into the night like we were the only only ones. We were the brightest of stars, and I couldn't tell you what you were wearing, the day or the month or the year. And we whispered words sweet and endearing, but they've long gone from my ears. But there's always a thread, a melody in my head. Oh, with all the things I forget, I remember the music. When I hear that song, I start singing along. The love that we share, it ain't going nowhere. 'Cause there's always a thread, a melody in my head. Oh, with all the things I forget, I remember the music. I remember the music. I remember the music. All these melodies in my head. I remember the music. All right, Bob, here's some mouth trumpet for you.
Yes! Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you. So on that ending where I just played, which ends on G. So I remember the music, and you could just play a regular G chord, but you could change the inversion of the same chord, and it sounds just gives it a little extra lift.
The beauty is this is recorded.
Yeah.
And people can watch that multiple times to get everything you said.
Yeah,
that will
sorry,
be me.
There's a lot in there.
Right?
I'm an overachiever. Well, cool. So I hope that if everyone got a little bit from that, a little something. And so let's move on to harmony.
Can I ask one quick question?
Of course.
Because I've wondered, and I'm sure others, when you say, so on that, like near the, no, let me go back to the what, lyrics. So near the top where it says always a thread of a melody in my head, when you say E minor, like over D sharp, can you explain a little bit what that really means?
Sure. So in the bold on the left, it says E minor major 7, E minor 7, and then A7. So it's basically when you have the over, like the E minor over D sharp, it can be kind of, I think, taken as two ways. It could be if there's a bass player, the bass player is going to play E minor, then D sharp, then D and C sharp. And that's going to be, the bass plays that's what's on the bottom. It's that chord over that note. We can also think of it as if there's that note moving through the chord change. So you can either say E minor major 7. When we think of intervals in a scale, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 1 to the 7 is a major 7. And so that's what a major 7 is. It's the larger gap between the root to the T, do to T, 1, 7. Now if you take that 7 and flatten it, it becomes a minor 7. It's still a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, or the minor 7. So the 1 to the minor 7 is a Then you've got the minor 7, and that would be the D from. So you've got let me do it in the. So you've got E. So there's the E to E is an octave. E to E, do T, and and that's a D. So that E to an E is an octave. E to a D sharp is a major 7. E to a D is a minor 7. So that's where you get that, where it says what a major 7 is. Basically, the way I think of it is you just go down, you're adding a note to the chord, and it's just a half step below the root to have the major 7. From the E to a D sharp, that's your major 7. Or if it's a minor 7, it ends up being a major 2nd from the root, from E to D. So I hope that helps.
It does. So I've mentioned here before that a couple times a month we will, spend time on Skype, and it's not a structured lesson because I don't know what I would want in a structured lesson. So I call it 1 hour of Ask Victoria Vox Anything. And that's the kind of stuff I ask. It's just totally random. It's just, I don't know what it is, and you know everything. So it's a perfect time to ask those questions. So I really appreciate it. I've learned a lot.
I'll let Jack know you said that. I know everything.
All right. So,
he doesn't agree.
Yeah, please do. I'll tell him. All right. So I have on the screen ready?
Okay, for harmony.
Do you want to see the music or the
Yes, so
chords?
let's look at the music first. So this is here's the music. So in this song, I do start out with an intro it says F diminished, and it's basically it's F diminished for the entire measure, but we just now the cool thing is so we just played G sharp diminished in the last song. F diminished looks exactly the same. I love diminished chords. So diminished chords, there's 4 notes in the chord, and you can call the chord any one of those 4 notes. So our F is under our middle finger, and therefore this is the F diminished. So we're just going to take it from the 1st fret to the 4th fret to the 7th fret for a little dramatic intro here. Now the difference with harmony is that it's in 3/4 time, meaning it is a waltz. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and so there's a little plucking pattern here, and I have the tab written below. So if you think of just the plucking, we're going to be mostly playing from like the C string, and then double plucking with our ring and middle on the E and A together. So it's kind of like C, kind of this single double. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on there. Now you can also, for this song, if you're not into the chord changes, you can, or like the plucking, you can play the chords and just play rhythm in 3. 1 2 3 1 2. So you can play all those chords. Someone just asked why the different C7. So we'll go back to the music real quick. Sorry, Greg, keep you moving here. So I've got the C, and it's a C5, meaning that there's no third in the chord. So it's a C5. It's a kind of a ukulele version of a power chord if you're into heavy metal or rock and roll. So the C5 means there's a C, a G, and a C. There's no E, there's no third, so it's just the C5. Then we go to the C major 7. So our G is still in there. We still don't really have the E as the third, but we are playing the B, which is the T, the major 7 in C. T, do. There, so we got our major 7, back to C5, and we're playing a different C7 that normally we all play the C7, 1st finger, 1st fret, B flat, there. So here we're going to keep the C5 shape, but we're going to add our 7, our flat 7, which is the note is a B flat, but I'm going to do it on the bottom instead. And now if you have a high G ukulele, it's going to sound exactly the same. It will sound like that higher B flat note, but here you're going to get this da-da, kind of that movement from that B flat to the A sound with the low G. But technically, it is still a C7 with that B flat. And then we move to the F, and then we have F minor, and then we have an F minor 6. And the only difference between the F minor and the F minor 6 is we're going to add the 6th of the chord, like F, G, A, B flat, C, D is the 6th. So we need to add a D to this F minor chord, and that D is going to happen with our 3rd finger, and it's going to land on our C string, 2nd fret on the D note. Like so. It looks very close to that diminished chord, except our pinky is just 1 fret forward. So we've got our F minor 6. And later in the piece, we also do play the F diminished, which is, it's a very similar chord. And then we also have in this song, if you want to scroll up the music, so this is just here's the F, then F minor 6, C, C7, F minor. So there, and then we start the singing their harmony, and it's over the exact same chord plucking pattern. And you can just see it's 3 beats to a measure, and there's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I'll have you go to page 2, and then we'll, yeah, here we go. So a little bit further down. So it's just all the same chord progression for the verse. And then at measure, is that 35 or so, there's an A minor chord. So here, yeah, so I guess the page 2 and 3. So here we have this A minor major 7, A minor 7, A minor major 7. Now, this is another line cliche, and it's just that we have the root of the chord, and then the major 7 in the chord, and then the minor 7 in a chord, which is why this is A minor 7. So we've got A minor with the major 7 with the T, and then A minor 7 with the actual minor 7, flat 7 there. And then we just come back. So we're just going to be walking, and we're only going to be plucking the 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2 4 3 2. So most of that section is only played with 4 3 2 4 3 2. Just that pattern through that section. And again, you can also just play rhythm in 3. And that could either be just down, 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 1, 2, 3, or you can go 1, 2, 3, down, up, down, down, down. Or you could just play on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Whichever, I forgot the C7, whichever is a bit more your speed. Go back to the top of page 2 for a second. Stephen Lawson wants to go there. So we've got, it goes harmony. Our notes intertwine and our rhythms in time harmony. The perfect lyric that always will stick. You're like a song, and then that continues. So Jack's tuning in. He's like, I love minor line cliches. I actually wrote this song for Jack. So he also has a degree in songwriting. So we were talking about minor line cliches when I wrote this. Yeah, basically the pattern, you're wanting to pluck on the notes where there's the change. And so when we have that change to that B flat, that minor 7 here for the C7 chord, we're going to change instead of, because we're not playing this one, we're going to pluck onto that low G string to get that note, and then the F is going to also pluck on the A over the F chord, and then your F minor, so you're just kind of walking down that scale there. All right, well, let's give it a shot here. And so again, 3/4 time. So here's the waltz. Yeah, you can put the chords up. You can get it all on one page maybe. And but this is off of my album called Colorful Heart. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. So we'll start out. We can just a little dramatic intro. I want you all to play to your diminished chord runs. Give you a little tremolo. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll just take it one time through the progression. F minor, add the minor 6 and C. Major 7, C. The B flat and F. F minor. Harmony. Our notes intertwine and our rhythms in time harmony. The perfect lyric that always will stick. You're like a song that I've known for a long time. Comfortably sweet, it's all coming back to me line by line. Harmony. We hum to the beat and it makes us complete harmony. You're my best friend without end. And you're like a song that I've known for a long time. Comfortably sweet, it's all coming back to me line by line. And we'll just run through the chord progression again. Here's the F diminished. And you're like a song that I've known for a long time. Comfortably sweet, it's all coming back to me line by line. Last verse. Harmony. Our spirits in tune as they float through the room. Harmony. A soft lullaby into the night. And that is what we call an unresolved ending.
Yes.
And yeah, we don't resolve. You guys are gonna want to play C chord really bad right now, and you just don't do it.
It faked me out. I was playing some like fake applause, and it faked me out. So nice work.
That's
there.
the end.
That is great. Hey, do you mind if these get shared?
Of course.
Of course you don't mind.
Of course I don't mind. Yeah, and
Okay.
I do have so yeah, these are the only versions of the chords and words that I have of these songs. All of my other music and songbooks is like the tab or actual music with measures and the chord diagrams and stuff. But and you can get those at my website, victoriavox.com. But yeah, please feel free to share these any way you like.
And that would be something to mention because I know there are a couple songbooks on your website.
Got
Yes.
5
5.
currently,
Okay, more
and
than a
Jack
couple.
in the Box just finished our songbook for our album, which is on the jackandthevox.com website. As of it'll be up there this evening. But we just finished it the other day and sent it out to our Kickstarter backers, and so lots of new music.
Awesome. Well, this has been great. This is really going to be something that gets watched, I think, multiple times to absorb all of this. So we have the advanced part of the evening, and then shortly, coming is the beginner part. That's where you leave.
Yeah, so I just said, someone says, I wish the other sheet music was up there. So I guess if anyone is interested in the sheet music for these songs, either email Greg or get in touch with him through the channel, or feel free to email me, victoria@victoriavox.com, and just say, hey, can I get the sheet music from the Uke Jam, and I will email it back to you.
Awesome. Well, I can't thank you enough for doing this.
Well, thanks for having me.
Really great to have you here, and to realize that I know this much, and it's just great to see how much more there is just to strive for, for knowledge and strive for improvement. So really, it's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, even for it's like there's always room for improvement in all players, and I think for me as a player, I really value simplicity and minimalism, and trying and that it really can be simple and beautiful, and that it doesn't need to be fancy to have movement and color and feeling. So.
And when are you back out on the road?
Well, the next
Hopefully.
scheduled gig the next scheduled gig on my calendar is in May in Florida, in Delray Beach. Looking at possibly doing a tour at that time. It's so hard to plan anything right now, to be honest. Also thinking of how much is it going to cost me to get there, and as far as what the attendances can be, or what if there's limitations on attendances or venues. It might be the outdoor backyard tour coming up in May. We'll see how everything goes, and but so that May is kind of looking like my next public performances, but I guess everything is subject to cancellation. So in the meantime, I have been, teaching private lessons and doing concerts online at the Jack and the Vox page with Jack, and we'll be starting that back up again. We're going to be doing a Thanksgiving Day show, so at the Jack and the Vox Facebook page and YouTube, and then we'll be coming back, I think, with more daily shows in December.
Awesome.
But,
can't wait.
So, from the meantime, I'll be on the road to nowhere.
Well, Victoria, thank you so much.
Thank you, Greg.
So nice to have you here. What a treat. Really, really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Yeah, and if anyone's out there and you're between here and Florida and Baltimore and back to California, and you want Jack and I to play in your backyard, please just send us an email. Put your city in the subject line, and we'll be there.
Awesome. No, I'm good. Well, we've talked about that. I want to totally take you up on that.
Sure, we're down.
I'm not far from Delray. All right, let's do that. All right, well, I will let you go, but thanks again so much. I did mention in the comments, say in the comments, I told Jack that you do know everything. So,
oh, good.
Not that means anything coming from me, but thank you again very, very much.
And thank you to everyone tuning in.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon.
All righty.
Hey, take care.
Bye.
Be safe.
Thank
Bye.
you too.
All right. Let me do a couple things here. All right. So I'm going to put something up real quick. Let me go here. Let me show you this because I have to get my uke ready. So I'm going to show you something that I think is amusing. No, there. Okay, this. Right, you can just take a look at that while I get my uke. All right, so that I've mentioned before. That is a conversation. Well, at what time? 6:45. So 15 minutes before we started, and that's my mom asking if I ate. So I thought that's kind of amusing. All right, enough of that. Okay, so again, wow, we really just are so fortunate on our little Wednesday night thing to have, such great people, great talent, and just nice people come on and share that talent. And I know for a lot of you watching that, you're probably like, whoa, that's way over my head, but it's probably worth watching back. This will be on Facebook recorded and on YouTube recorded. So you can, watch that again, because there's a lot of information that she went over. I'm going to watch that again multiple times. So check that out. But again, Victoria Vox, thank you very much. That was awesome. All right, so let's go over to On Song. All right, let's go over to our lyrics. Okay. All right, so there are some. You know what? We're gonna jump over this one and come right back to it, because after we just did that with Victoria, let's go to something fairly easy, and then we're gonna come back to You've Got a Friend in Me. It's not as bad as it looks, because a lot of those are chords They're just chords that are all in one song. You're used to seeing, 4, 5, 6 chords in a song, but this has more. So let's go to this one to do something kind of easy. This is just a slow up, up, down, up, up, down. Yeah, a slow island strum. All right, are you ready? Again, if you don't know the song, it's kind of cute. This is from a movie that Adam Sandler was in, and I think Adam Sandler actually did write this. I think so. All right, here we go. Ready? I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old with you. I get you medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire if the furnace breaks. Oh, it could be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold. Need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in the kitchen sink. Put you to bed if you had too much to drink. Oh, I could be the one who grows old with you. I wanna grow old with you. Alright, so that's an easy one. If you are new to this on Wednesdays, welcome. This is what we do. We have lyrics and chords. Somebody messaged me earlier today and said, what do I need? Nothing, just your uke and a computer. And we scroll these. And like I said, they're recorded. So if you want to watch back, you can always watch back the instruction. It's great to watch back the songs if you want to watch those again. And just use it as a song sheet. You can. So this seems like a lot. All right, but C, E7, look at them one by one without being overwhelmed with the quantity of chords. The only one that's a little tough, if you look at that F sharp diminished 7, but if you make a G7 shape, right? If you make that shape, a G shape. If you make a G shape and just go up towards your chin, one string, the whole shape. So that's most of it. You got 3 out of 4 there. And then your pinky just goes down in where you would play a C chord on the A string. So it's not as bad as it looks. So it's a shape you know. It's 2 chords you know. You're basically making a G and a C at the same time. 1 fret up. No, sorry, 1 string up. All right, so here we go. So this goes, my voice is a little shot today. So here we go. And here's the tough one. Here we go. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and the miles from your nice warm bed, just remember what your old pal said, boy, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. And we go back just like the intro. Ooh, that sounded bad. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we could see it through. Boy, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. And the bridge, we've got a B7 in there, so just be mindful of that. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. But none of them could ever love me the way I do. It's me and you, boy. And as the years go by, a friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Oh goodness, that one needs a little more practice, but a lot of chords, but just work through them one at a time. Okay, what do we got next here? Let's take a break and just say hello. We really haven't done much hellos. Hello, Karen. Do you have your music in a songbook? I set up Dropbox, and I'm going to start doing that. So stay tuned. That will be coming soon. And then I will put the link in the Facebook feed. So I'm going to do that. Hey, Andy. Excuse me. All right. Now we are going to do some drum beats. So if you're new, and we're trying to do that every time, so we're going to play some percussions now. We're going to do Ring of Fire with percussions. So this might seem a little fast, but so let's just work on that strum first. Just vamp on G. Got that? Okay. So the green, again, if somebody is new, the green is chords only, no singing. And then so it's just a musical instrumental intro. And then we go right into verse 1. So, are you ready? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and... Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. All right, you got that. Are you keeping up with the beat? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. All right. I don't need those anymore. Thanks, Chantel. But you got to run, because you are in a distant place, aren't you? Thanks for joining, Chantel. All right, next up. All right, I don't know if we've ever done this here before. We did this at a local group in Florida, near Orlando, in Winter Park. So it was sort of that 12-bar blues. If you've never played 12-bar blues, you have, because it's in tons of songs. You just don't realize maybe it's the 12-bar blues. But wrote this just as a goofy little thing to kind of explain the 12-bar blues. There's one little section in this where we're going to kind of beef up the A. So if you're holding the A, we are doing one quick thing here. Let me switch this, Greg, here. We are doing this. So we're going to hold the A, and then we are going to drop our ring finger here, two strings below where your middle finger is. And then we're going to put our pinky right next to it. So it's this. Okay, and that's it. We're just going to do that in a couple spots just to make it sound. I mean, you could play A all the way through right there, but we're going to change that, and just in a couple spots. You'll hear it. Do you want to try it? Try it. Cool. If you don't, just play an A. That'll work too. So let's go down to here. Okay, so here we go. It's called Easy Blues. So let's just get that. Here we go. A 2, a 1, 2, 3. I thought I'd write a blues song. It seemed easy to do. I thought I'd write a blues song. It seemed easy to do. Well, write the first line, then you sing it times 2. This is the middle of my blues song, somewhere between the start and end. This is the middle of my blues song, somewhere between the start and end. one more verse, then grab a drink with a friend. Well, my blues song's finally over. You probably thought it was a mess. Well, my blues song's finally over. You probably thought it was a mess. It may sound crazy, but I didn't write it to impress. All right, blues in A. So Jane, yes, that is the blues in A. So if anyone didn't know what 12-bar blues, and if you go back and listen to that and count it, you can count the 12 bars. So anyway, there you go. Alrighty, Sweet Baby Janes. You know what? Let's do, I think we're going to skip. It is 8 o'clock. Let's see what we got here. No. We'll do Sweet Baby James. We have time, I believe. Okay, so this is in 3/4 time. So this is sort of waltzy. Victoria earlier was talking about that waltz, the waltz beat, 3/4 time. That's what this is in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Shirley, I'm going to show that one more time. So she asked about that fancy A, and it's just that little walk up. So let me go to this ukulele close up here. Okay. So what that is, this is just you're just going to hold the A. So you're just holding the A in the normal A spot. Then you're going to put your ring finger. So that's the first part. Then take your ring finger and put it on the 2nd fret on the E string. So first on A, then drop that in that spot. And then you're going to put your pinky on the third fret on the E string. You can leave all the other fingers exactly where they are, right? Where's the best view there? Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. So this can come up, then this can come up. So you're just putting those down. So you're going. So just over and over. Which sounds a little more interesting than this. Ah, Karen, so good tip. So if your pinky doesn't reach, yeah, just slide it down. Either way. Lisa, goodbye. Okay, so let's go back here. So Sweet Baby James. Again, my voice, I don't know what happened. I did not sleep well last night. My voice is not good. So that is going to be our strum. If we look, we're just doing a down, down, up, down, up. Works well for this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Here we go. Cowboy, he lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyon, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And And as the moon rises, he sits by the fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, and closing his eyes as the doggies retire, sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Good night, moonlight lady, rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dream and rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane? Now the 1st of December was covered with snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Through the Berkshire seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting. 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song when they sing when they take to the highway, song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep. The singing works just fine for me. Good night, moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane? All right. We got a bunch of different songs tonight, right? So we've said it before. First attempt at a new song. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, so let's take a quick break. So I want to show this. We talked about this before. 1 second here. Okay. The map. So we talked about this. So we're trying just to show the social nature of this whole ukulele club that exists everywhere. It's just an amazing little group of people. So for those that are tuning in for this Wednesday night thing, we are mapping it. So if you are in one of those missing states, the ones that aren't yellow, if you're in one of those missing states, say hello and where you're from in the comments. If you know somebody from one of those missing states, tell them to join us sometime. So it doesn't mean there's a lot of people from every state. It just means somebody from that state has been present. So Hawaii, yes, Randall. I will show Hawaii. I will expand that because you're right. Why did I leave? That's not fair. That's not fair to leave Hawaii out like that. All right, so let's go back to this stuff. So take a look real quick. Maybe the Southeast, South Carolina, West Virginia. We need some states filled in there. So if you know somebody, just tell them to join us. We'd love that. All right. So let me get this. So we're just going to do kind of a normal island strum here. Let's look at chords. B minor is really probably the hardest one of those. And what else is in there that's a little... G minor 7 might be a little new to you. But if you know your B flat, if you look at G minor 7, it looks very close to a B flat. All right, so we're gonna sort of go about this speed. L is for the way you look at me. About that speed. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and... L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore, and love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Oh yes, love was made for me and you. Alrighty. Okay, so 1 second, I need to change the drum machine. So we started this. So if you look in the comments, Jane just made a comment. So she had sent me a video of her and her niece playing Hot Tamales. So then we kind of came up with this idea to use that as a way to build speed, like playing speed. So we played it once the first time. Last week we played it at 95 beats per minute. This week we're going to play it at 115 beats per minute. So I just need to change my drum machine real fast. All right. Yes. Yes, that's right. Just right on camera. I just vanished. Okay. And maybe we do go through the whole song tonight. So let's feel what 115 is like. This is like a blues beat on the drum machine. So let's do that. All right. Let's see, do I have that right? Blues 1, yes. All right, so we're good. So it's a little faster. You got that? So this is tough. Wednesdays are tough, right? Because we have all different skill levels. Some people, this seems really slow to them. Some people, this seems really fast. So that's why we're gonna build. We're just gonna do this every week and just get a little faster and faster every week. So the idea is if you're trying to practice on your faster playing, that you will do this on your own, right? You will practice. And then when you come back, you'll be ready. If you just try to do this once a week here on Wednesday, it might help a little, but it's gonna help a lot more if you practice. So, all right, here we go. So we're gonna do the intro. Again, green's just music, just chords. And it's gonna be like this. We'll do it once first. Wait. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. There we go. I gotta get the song in my head. It's too much going on in my head. So, and then we're gonna sing, right? So you'll be able to keep along. So that's what we're gonna start with. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. I got a girl, she's long and tall, sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. I mean, yes, she got 'em for sale. Yeah, verse 2. Here we go. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. She got 2 for a nickel, 4 for a dime. Would sell you more, but there ain't none of mine. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. I mean, yes, she got 'em for sale. We might not do all the verses. We'll do 3 verses. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. The Billy got back in the bumblebee nest. Ever since that, he can't take his rest. Hot tamales in the red hot. Yes, she got 'em for sale. I mean, yes, she got 'em for sale. All right, we're going to stop at verse 3 because it's all the same, just all the way through, the exact same thing. So I was just doing a down, down, up, down, up on that song. Maybe that's not appropriate, but that's what I was doing. So work through that. This is in the Dropbox. If you go to the Facebook page, there is a link that was posted, I think last week, that has the music for this, and I'm going to start putting more and more stuff in there because people are just asking a lot. So I give up. You win. I'm gonna put it in there. Oh. Okay, so that's a good point. Tom Morrissey, my neighbor, talks about the Hawaiian D7, which is just a 2020. What do we have left? Okay, just 2 more songs. All right, we're doing pretty good on time. Hopefully you're having fun tonight. I'm sorry my voice is shot. My voice is shot. So this is we're doing a little Buffett. We have done this one before. Just an easy song, easy chords, kind of a nice, slow, easy song. So, son of a sailor. Let's just start with D. Nice, slow strum. Here we go. As the son of a sailor, I went out on the sea for adventure, expanding the view of a captain and crew like a man just released from indenture. As a dreamer of the dreams and a traveling man, I have chalked up many a mile for dozens of books about heroes and crooks, and I learned much from both of their styles. Son of a son, son of a son, son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of a jailer. Now and in the near future, southeast of disorder, you can shake the hand of a mango man as he greets you at the border. And the lady she hails from Trinidad, islands of the spices, salt for your meat, cinnamon sweet, and the rum's good for all your good vices. Haul the sheet in as we ride in the wind that our forefathers harnessed before us. Hear the bells ring as the tide ringing sings. It's the son of a gun of a chorus. Where it all ends, I can't fathom, my friend. If I knew, I might toss up my anchor. So I'll cruise along, always searching for songs. Not a lawyer, a thief, or a banker, but a son of a son, son of a son, son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of a jailer. I'm just a son of a son, son of a son, son of a sailor. The seas in my veins, my tradition remains. I'm just glad I don't live in a trailer. Hey, see you, Andy. Thanks for joining. All right, and the last song. Hopefully you really did enjoy Victoria Vox. That was just really cool. Hopefully you joined in time to see that, because that was cool. She's just so nice. And she plays music so well. That's just depressing. Being so nice and playing so well. All right, so Three Little Birds. We are going to do this the same style. I'm going to island strum and chuck it. So the chuck is on the second down. Let's go back here. So the second down, you're going to chuck. So I'll play a C. So that's really what you're going for there. You're not banging the beat. You're not banging the soundboard, you're simply muting the strings. But I'm doing an island strum with the chuck on the second down. So this. All right, so let's go to the lyrics. And start this off. Oh wait, we are going to change the key. Well, last week when Mark Gallagher was here, we played this in A. But we are going to play this in C. It's the beauty of this little app called OnSong. You can do that. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing and don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet song of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Sing and don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet song of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. This is my message to you. This is my message to you. All right, folks. Well, I hope you did have a good time. Sorry about my voice. Sorry about my mistakes. But we're just here to have a good time, right? On Wednesdays. So every Wednesday, if you're first here, if this is your first time here, we do this every Wednesday. It's similar format. We often have a guest, and sometimes we just have some amazing people. And tonight we did. So Victoria Vox, thank you again for doing that. Really appreciate that. Next week we have no guest. It's Thanksgiving week, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have a play along, and we're just gonna play. So come and join us Wednesday at 7. That should be fun, but no guest. So that many more play along songs if you really like the play along part. What else? We have 2 vaccines. That's a great sign, right? Hopefully that is right. We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and we will have in-person jams soon. I can feel it. I'm really hoping, and in person concerts, so we can see people like Pete McCarty and Devin Scott and Victoria Vox and other great guests that we have had here. So hang in there. Thanks again. Greatly appreciate you joining us. I really do. I know there's other things you could do on a Wednesday, but really glad you're here. And I hope to see you next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.